Adding decimals, our learning outcomes today, we will learn how to add decimals with the same number of decimal places. Here we will learn the steps we use it to add decimals. The first step, you have to line up the numbers up and down. Make sure that the decimal point below the decimal point. Then, if we have any empty spaces, you can put 0. Now we will know why we can put 0 without any problem. Then we start adding normally from right to left. Example 1, 13.6 and 42.18. First I write 13.6 down 42.18, the decimal point below the decimal point. Now I start adding from right to left. In the hundreds up, we don't have any number, so you can add 0. So 0 plus 8 equal 8, 6 plus 1 equal 7, put the decimal point, 3 plus 2 equal 5, 1 plus 4 equal 5. Now, why we can put 0 in the empty space without any problem? Because, what is the meaning of 0? If I say 10, this 0 in the ones place represents what? It represents that we don't have ones. The ones is 0. So here also in a number like 2.5 or 2.50, 0 means that we don't have any number in the hundreds place. So it doesn't matter if you write it 2.50 or 2.5. To add 2 or more decimal numbers, we use the same steps. First, I line up the numbers according to its place value. Then I add the digits normally from right to left. Example 2. We want to add 3 and 21 hundredths, 4 and 5 tenths. First step, line up the numbers. 3.21 I write, then I put the decimal below the decimal, so 4.5. Now I start adding normally. 100 plus, down I don't have any hundred, so add 0. 1 plus 0 equal 100. 2 tenths plus 5 tenths equals 7 tenths. Add the dot. Then 3 plus 4 equals 7. So the answer 7.71. One more example. 528, its whole number without any decimal, plus 7 and 49 hundredths. First step, line up the number. I write 528. Whole number. You can add the decimals to this whole number by adding 0, 0. The value will be same. We will not change the value. Then we put the decimal and below the decimals, 7 and 94. We start adding from right. 0 plus 9 equal 9. 0 plus 4 equal 4. Add the dot. 8 plus 7, 15. So 5 and the 1 up. 1 plus 2, 3. 5 plus 0, 5. So the answer 535 and 49 hundredths. Okay, this slide shows us the common error we can make it while we are adding decimals. The main error is to put the numbers up and down, but without taking care about the decimal point. For example, 23.6 plus 1.73. Here, the first case, if you didn't put the decimal point below the decimal point, so your answer will be wrong. Why? Because you will add 6 plus 3, 6 in the tenths and 3 in the hundredths. so we can't add these two together. That's why all the number will be wrong. The correct one is to put the decimal point below the decimal point. Take care about the place value of the numbers, like 23.6, 1.73. In the hundreds place up, we don't have any number, so we add 0 like we say. So now in the hundreds, 0 plus 3 equal 3 hundredths. 6 tenths plus 7 tenths equal 10 tenths. 3, we put it in the tenths, and the 10 we put it up, it's 1. Now 1 plus 3, 4 plus 1, 5. And in the tens place, 2 plus 0 equal 2. How can we make the whole one whole number using the decimals? Before we talk about the decimals, let's talk about the whole numbers. Let's remember together the number points, or the number when I add it give me 10. I will start 1 plus 9, 10. 2 plus 8, 10. Stop here. 2 plus 8 equal 10. 2 ones, 8 ones give me 1/10. Okay, what about if I take 2/10 decimal, like this picture you can see, and 8/10 also decimals, and I add these two together, it gives me 1 whole. This rectangle, if I add these two rectangles together, the result all green, so this is 1 whole. So for the decimals, same the whole number. The number make 10, same numbers make 1 in the decimals. For example, 4 plus 6 equal 10, 0.4 plus 0.6 equal 1 whole number. Let's practice. Here I will give you a question. For each question there is 4 options. Before we start, all of you pause the video, bring a paper and pencil, and let's solve together. See the question, read it, try to solve it first, then check your answer. The first question, add 2.372 to 14.04. So the whole number 14. 2 plus 14, it's what? Excellent, 16. So A and B will not be the answer. Now 372 plus 0.4 or 40 equal what? Let's check the answer. Excellent. The answer here equals 16.412. Example 2, we want to add 3 numbers here. 20.15 plus 0.083 and 6.9. You'll start do that, grade 4. Line up these numbers on your paper, then put zeros where we need to put the 0. Now start adding from right to left. What is the answer? Let's check together. The answer is 27.133. Excellent, you're right. Word problem. Here we want to practice adding decimals on word problem. The word problem tells us where we use decimals in our real life. The first example. A chef bought 0.58 kilograms of almonds and 0.52 kilograms of pecans. How many kilograms of nuts did the chef buy in all? In all means what? Addition. Excellent. So here I want to add these two numbers together. Try to add it. Line up these numbers. 0.58 plus down 0.52. Here no need to add zeros because both numbers have 2-digit decimal places. Now start add from right to left. What is the answer? Let's check. The answer is 1.10 kilograms of nuts. Daniele mixed 0.41 grams of salt into a pot of soup she was cooking. Before she served the soup, Daniele added 0.76 grams of salt. How much salt did Daniele put into the soup in all? So here there is two words tell us we have to do adding. These two words, who can tell me what is the words? Check. Daniele added. Then how much salt did Daniele put into the soup in all? So good. All and added. These, the hint words, tell us that we have to add here. So let's add 0.14 plus 0.76. Line up the number, put the decimal point below the decimal point. If you need to add 0, add, but here there is no need because both numbers with 2 decimal places. Then we start adding from right to left. Let's check our answer. The answer is 1.17 grams of salt she put into the soup. The last example. It snowed 7.3 inches on Monday and 2.2 inches on Tuesday. How much did it snow on Monday and Tuesday combined? Combined means together. So together or combined means addition. Good job. We want to add 7.3, 2.2. Line up these numbers, put the decimal point below the decimal point, start adding from the right side. 3 plus 2, then 7 plus 2. The answer will be 9.5 inches in all.